How's everyone feeling? Please enjoy yourself while I get onto my Google Docs. Fuck on. I'm probably going to cry or break down at some point in this. Emotionally, physically, we'll see. But good evening, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Chris. I'm the best man. I have the dubious honour of keeping this speech as short and entertaining as possible. Before I begin, I want to thank Joanna for putting together such a fantastic day. I don't know why I looked over there. You know? It's truly been an honour to be part of this special occasion. You've done a sensational job putting this all together. Riley, you had one job. Picking the best man. Good job only getting it half wrong.
Hello, I'm half wrong. I'm Lachlan. I'm Riley's other best man. After 20 good years of knowing Riley at his best and his worst, I'm pleased that I can finally say, good luck, Joe. Now you're stuck with him. But don't worry, as Riley's best friend and as someone who's been married for just over a month now, I think it's fitting that I provide a quick instruction manual on Riley and marriage as a whole. Number one, there is a video game called Legend of Zelda. When this inevitably comes out, Riley may disappear for days or maybe even weeks. Do not worry, he will come back. Eventually. Number two, remember, men are like grapes, and it's your job to stamp on them until they mature into something that you would like to have dinner with. And number three, and this is the most important, husbands are the best people to share your secrets with. They'll never tell anyone because they aren't even listening.
So, I'd love to take a moment to talk about Joe. No, this will be. So it's clear to everyone that you two are perfect together. It's a clear match that everyone's seen for ages. There's no better match for Riley. I can't, honestly, I've known him for 22 years and I can't imagine him finding a better person, as he said, out of his league. But I can't imagine a single person make him look this good or, make him try this hard. But Riley, as I said, 22 years, there's one moment that I want to talk about with him, which isn't the moment I wanted to talk about tonight, but there's family here. So he's a very committed individual. He'll put his all into everything. And there was one moment where we had a little housewarming. I think it was for this man right here, with a rooftop. Had some drinks. He knows where it's going. And Riley took it upon himself to, pick up the energy, get the vibes high, build a little energy. And he went to Old Faithful, which was playing LMFAO Champagne Showers, which, if you don't know it, look it up. Great tune. If you don't know it, you'll hear it tonight and you'll have a great time. And suffice it to say, he tore up the dance floor, but not just the dance floor. This man tore his shoulder apart. Dislocated his shoulder. Thank you, Loretta, wherever you are, for driving him home that night to the hospital. But that just shows what kind of commitment Riley really has. When he puts his mind to it, he will follow through. But seriously, I think we can all agree that the best version of Riley, I don't know why I'm laughing so much at that point. Sorry, the best version of Riley is genuinely with Joe. He stops him from dislocating his shoulder, keeps them together, and I remember when he was talking about when he first met her, he was excited. He was happy. I don't know if he knew it yet, but he passionately cared about this woman. And that's when I knew I had to download Hinge.
Yeah. I believe it's time for another story, and Riley's good at a lot. I think Joe can agree with this. Riley's good at a lot of things. However, there is one thing he's probably not the best at, and that is knowing how to respond in a confronting situation. This is probably back when we were about 16, after a big night out, and we're at a bus stop, and a 25-year-old or so drunk, just all around cross the street when you see him type of guy, comes over to us, and he asks us for a cigarette lighter. And he had picked this up from the floor, obviously. We all looked at each other and pretty much agreed that this guy was off his chops. So Chris and I, we do what any reasonable person would do in this situation, go really politely. We say, yes, sorry, mate, we don't have a lighter. All the best. And
We didn't say all the best at all. What do you mean? I started at all the best?
I may have added a bit of mayonnaise to the story. Anyway, anyone except Riley, that is. Riley, I think, had a freak temporary aneurysm at this moment and replied in the most condescending possible way. I don't know if it was the temperature, the weather. I don't know if Riley briefly forgot the notion of life preservation. But he responded with, "Oh, isn't that a shame?" Exactly in that tone and attitude to a guy who probably had a knife on him. Chris and I looked at each other in shock and horror as this old drunk's face started to contort in anger.
25. Old drunk is 25 years old.
I don't think we've ever walked away as fast as we have from someone as that night. As he yelled to us behind us, "Yeah, you better run."
But we would like it if everyone raises a glass. Oh, not yet? Never mind. What did I miss?
Sorry. I think we can all tell this relationship was in for the long haul. Whether it be from Riley's eyes lighting up when he saw Joe, or how excited Riley was to tell me that there was a girl who loved How I Met Your Mother as much as we did. For context, this is one of those shows Riley and I used to finish and then rewatch. We had marathons and could quote entire songs from it. Yeah, you catch the drift. I think we could tell Joe was the real deal when Riley started disappearing from nights to hang out with us, and he started to look a lot more happier, a lot more confident, started eating table decor. When Riley introduced Joe to the group of mates, she somehow fit in perfectly, effortlessly, or inspiringly. And I think we can tell, Chris and I, everyone here can tell, that you both are extremely happy together and that this love is raw and true.
You saying it with me?
Yeah.
All right. So let's all raise a glass to Joe and Riley, to a happy marriage, always together.
This is my fault.
All right. Just pick one best man. Just pick one best man. To a happy wedding, happy marriage, and cheers, everyone. Oh. Go, yeah. Oh.
Okay.
All right, I'm done. I no stress.
Have Andy, Joe's longtime friend.
So it's a very tough act to follow. There's only one of me and there were two of them, but I'll do my best. Marriage. It's what wings us together. Good evening, everyone. My name is Andy. Sorry. I'll give you a minute. She loves The Princess Bride. I had to. Good evening, everyone. My name is Andy. I'm the maid of honour, and I have the pleasure of calling Joe my best friend. I feel over the moon to be here with you all to celebrate this wonderful couple, especially considering there were quite a lot of no's before Joe finally said yes. I like to think it was because she wished it had been me proposing instead. I will admit I'm feeling a tad nervous as Joe was my maid of honour and absolutely nailed her speech as she does everything. So like Riley, I'm feeling the pressure to perform tonight. I have enlisted a little help from the gals, or Joe's hoes, as we fondly named ourselves. So this speech has a sprinkle from them too. Joe and I first met in early high school as two baby-faced 13-year-olds with oversized blazers and clown shoes. Initially, I thought Joe was pretty quiet and shy, but I soon realised that she had a fantastic sense of humour and to this day is one of the funniest people I know. We spent many wild Friday evenings amped on Skittles and Zappos at debating or drinking tea and engaging in Nana activities. But our friendship truly blossomed in year 11 and 12 during our shared panic study for bio. I still to this day reminisce on a set of Joe's study notes where she had included a dedicated title card with Pathogens by Joanna. Soon after high school, our little Lady Powers group formed and we've had many fun times getting significantly lost whilst bushwalking. Did you know the bush takes on a different persona at night? Jo is an incredibly loyal and dedicated friend and I haven't always made it easy for her to love me. There was the time that we dressed up for an Oktoberfest party that I had forgotten to tell her was costume optional. And in the midst of studying for the HSC, she even agreed to my crazy idea to each write an essay about our friendship, not forgetting that I prescribed us a core text and related text. It's clear how cool we were, Riley, in case you didn't realise. Yeah, don't be too intimidated. If you have the privilege of calling Jo your friend, you are incredibly lucky. She'll remind you of the UV to keep your son safe. She'll offer you snacks that she carries wherever she goes, and she's always ready to bring on Shania on the dance floor, so get ready for tonight. She is also one of the most kind and thoughtful people that I know. Jo, you are the Amy Poehler to my Tina Fey and the Leslie Knope to my Ann Perkins. I love you very much, and I'm so grateful for our friendship. As some people know, it is thanks to Jo that I met my now husband Michael. Give a woo. Yay! But Jo did not need the favour returned, as unlike yours truly, she is a strong, independent woman who didn't need a chaperone to find a suitable match in the ton. I will admit I was hesitant first meeting Riley, as in my eyes Jo had already met the love of her life, and he was, as Jo put it, a stranger from the internet. However, within moments of our introduction, I could see how perfect these two were for each other, and it has been so wonderful to see their relationship grow. As much as it pains me to say, these two are truly the epitome of marrying your best friend, and that is the dream. I am now so grateful to call Riley one of my very close friends. Riley, you slotted in perfectly in our bunch of bananas. It's like you've always been in our lives. Joe and Riley bring out the best in one another. Just recently, they both ran the Canberra half and only finished 1 minute apart. And you can ask them who won later. They also sometimes bring out the worst in one another if they are on opposite sides on a board games night. Joe has been known to be just a little competitive, but Riley takes that to the next level. The two of them together is fantastic. Joe and Riley make an unstoppable team. They are so generous of their time and efforts, always the first to offer help and support to their friends. They also are fantastic hosts, as demonstrated today with this beautiful wedding that they have put together. Yeah, round of applause. Stunning. I am so excited for your upcoming trip to Canada and all your future adventures. How lucky are we all to be here for the ride? Now, I've only been married a short time, a little longer than Lachlan though, but still, definitely not an expert, so I won't offer you any marriage advice. But I have known Joe for over 16 years now, and as I graciously, reluctantly step down from the position of lifelong lover, Riley, may I offer you a few words of wisdom. Make sure to prioritise her physical and emotional well-being, unless you're planning on proposing again. Always have snacks in your house. Some sugar water doesn't hurt either. Her tea order can literally be anything, so try something new each time. Keep her hands warm in the winter, and make sure every morning you do your best to make her feel loved, even if she may be second to Whittle Baby Biscuit. I love you both so much and wish you all the happiness in the world, and remember to do your Duolingo. Thank you, everyone.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this special occasion. I'm Bruno, and this is my wife, Loretta. And we are the proud parents of Riley.
Cheer for Riley. That's my boy.
And we could not be happier being here tonight celebrating this special occasion. Here, is that better? Is that better? First of all, we want to express our heartfelt gratitude to every one of you for being here tonight. Your love and support means the world to Joe and Riley as they begin this new chapter of their lives together. To Riley, we are very proud of the man you've become. Kind, caring, loyal and passionate. It feels like yesterday we brought you home from the hospital. And now here you are, married and starting your own family. You have brought so much joy to our lives. Thank you. And today, seeing you here with Joe, we know you've found the perfect person to share your life with. To Joe. I remember earlier on when Riley would come home from your dates. So excited. So excited. Telling us she's great, beautiful, and how Cohen you are. Listening to all the wonderful qualities he admires about you. I remember Loretta saying, I think Riley has found someone special. This could be the one. And from the moment when we met you, we knew she was the right one. You bring out the best in Riley, and we are so happy to welcome you to our family. Thank you. Marriage is about family, unity, love and support, and always being there for each other through thick and thin. And knowing you two, we have no doubt that you will build a beautiful life together full of unforgettable memories. To Shane and Julie, thank you for accepting our Riley into your family. We couldn't be happier. And to our parents, thank you for supporting us to this memorable moment in our lives. So on that note, let's all raise our glasses. To Joe and Riley, may your love and journey together be filled with endless love and happiness. Amore. Cheers, thank you.
All right.
Good evening, everybody. For those who don't know me, I'm Shane McLean.
Hang on, Rich. Is it on?
Is it switched on?
Yeah, you got to hold it steady.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh. You don't knock too close.
Yeah, I know.
That's why we stand. I know, sorry.
Bruno, I was hoping you'd make a meal of it. So, yeah, thank you. That's a tough act to follow. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Shane McLean, and I have the absolute honour of being this beautiful woman's father. I will go off script here for a second. Joe, Riley, if you're wondering about success, don't look at the car you drive. Don't look at the house you live in. Look at a room where you have a family function and you can fill it with beautiful friends and family like you two have tonight. This is the rock. You. Anyway, back on script. I'm sure you all agree that this setting is truly magnificent and a wonderful location to share such a beautiful event as this wedding. However, I must point out that with all the money the owners have spent on the refurbishment, why didn't they straighten out the river? Dad joke number one. Stay tuned. For those of you that do know me, you will already know that I'm an extremely shy person and one who's not comfortable with public speaking at these kind of events. So I thought I'd use Chat GST to write the speech. But then I thought, I'm not paying 10% extra. So I wrote it myself. You'll probably tell as I go through. That's joke number 2. Stay tuned. Joanna, Gorgs. Richie, help me out here, will you? Being a father of daughters can be a tough gig. This fact is exacerbated when you get an intelligent, articulate, passionate and highly motivated one such as my beautiful daughter Jo. From the day we brought you home from the hospital, your mum and I knew that we were going to be tested on many levels. But as parents of your 4 older siblings, we were extremely confident. We thought we had this covered. We didn't. Even at a very early age, the testing began. Now, I must make it quite clear to all of you here tonight, Joanna was not a difficult child. On the contrary, in lots of ways, she was a very easy child to deal with. She was a homebody, she never demanded to be taken places, and was quite happy to hang with her siblings, and was an incredibly independent child, even from a very early age. However, there's always a however. It wasn't long into the journey that Julie and I were confronted by the challenges of navigating Jo's passions, her fiercely held views of social justice and simple right from wrong. Add to this her incredible ability to articulate an argument to support her views. And here you have our Jojo. Thus, from my first meeting with Riley, I knew he was the sandpit boy. Sandpit boy, I hear you say? Yep. The phrase was coined after a particularly challenging encounter with a 2-year-old Joanna, where she and I clashed over I can't even remember what. I exclaimed to Julie that somewhere out there, at this very moment, a sweet-natured, calm, supportive, understanding young boy was playing with his trucks in the sandpit, and he would end up marrying this beautiful young woman. Welcome to the family, Riley. Jojo, I promised myself that I'd keep this light. And doing so, I wouldn't challenge myself to keep it together.
It's too late for that.
Sadly, I can't. How could the father of such a wonderful daughter possibly get the opportunity to speak at her wedding and keep it light? Jo, you've given your mother and I so much joy in your short life, and I doubt there would be too many parents who could be more proud of a daughter than your mother and I are of you. You've tackled every challenge that you've taken on with such tenacious dedication and passion, and your absolute commitment and unbelievable work ethic are truly the stuff of legend. This brings me to you, Riley, or should I say Sandpit Boy? I've stolen a line from a very dear friend whose speech at his daughter's wedding I'm going to claim copyright on. So I have to mention that so he doesn't hack me. He said, and I agree with this, as prime educators of our children, we, as parents, have an undeniable responsibility to be role models. In the case of fathers, we should be the man that a daughter would hope to marry. In my case, my secret evil plan was to set the bar so high that no young man could possibly reach it and steal my beautiful princess's heart. Then Jo met Riley. I knew from the first time we met that you were the man for Jo. Not only did you reach the bar, you cleared it by a mile. The way you and Jo look at each other, the way you laugh together, the way you so obviously enjoy each other's company says it all for me. Riley, over recent years I've watched you support Jo through every challenge and celebrate every triumph, including adopting Biscuit. Your steadfast love and commitment to happiness is a true testament to your character. So while I have the mic, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate Bruno and Loretta on raising such a wonderful young man. As a father of 3 sons, Julie and I know that these challenges that raising boys can create. I'm sure all of you here tonight would agree Bruno and Loretta have nailed that role, and Joanna is a very lucky young woman as a result. Now, I'm probably at the point where you're all beginning to think, OK, Shane, time to wind it up. So I will, but before I do, it would be remiss of me not to share some of the pearls of wisdom that have come from 42 years of happy marriage, even though I swore I wouldn't. I can say that because I'm married to the most amazing woman on the planet, and as Jo is a little version of her mother, Riley, you probably won't need these little bits of advice, but just in case, Okay? Never stop pursuing each other. Just because you're married doesn't mean the courtship ends. Keep dating each other, surprising each other, finding new ways to show your love and appreciation. Most importantly, make each other laugh. Always be honest with each other. In any relationship, communication is vital. Share your hopes and fears and dreams. Be open and transparent, even when it's difficult. Truth is the foundation of a strong marriage. Support each other's goals and dreams. You're each other's biggest fans. Encourage one another to pursue your passions and be there to celebrate every success or failure along the way. Practice forgiveness. No one is perfect. Hey, darling. And there will be times when you hurt each other, whether intentionally or not. Learn to apologise sincerely and forgive wholeheartedly. Holding grudges only weakens your bond. As your father and your mother, I promise always to be here for you, to support you and guide you and love you both unconditionally. All right? Riley, I'm so grateful to officially welcome you to our family. I couldn't have picked a better partner for my daughter, but I have one final tip. Riley, always clear the table after dinner. Always clear the air after an argument. And most importantly, always clear your browser history. So let's raise our glasses to the happy couple. May your love continue to grow stronger with each passing day, and may your marriage be a source of joy, comfort and inspiration for all who know you. To Riley and Joanna.
Thank you, Dad.
Shane.